just kids, didn't know much. Thought love was easy, thought luck was enough. A one-bedroom place with a leaky old sink. Paid rent late, but we made it, I think. Burnt the first meal, laughed till we cried. Slept on a mattress with no frame inside. Didn't have much, but we sure had dreams. Didn't know where we were going, but we had everything. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First jobs, first fights, first sleepless nights. Two hearts holding on tight. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. Then came the news, a baby on the way. Lord knows we weren't ready that day. Painted the room, put the crib up wrong. Turned our little world into a love song. Rocked her to sleep on those long, long nights. Fell asleep standing in the nursery light. She cried, we cried, but we made it through. Didn't have all the answers, but somehow we knew. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First steps, first words, first heartache too. Nothing in the world could teach us what to do. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. We had dreams bigger than a two-lane town, but somehow life had other plans we found. Turns out the journey was the sweetest part. Not the money, not the map, just the love in our hearts. Now the kids are grown, they're finding their way, making their own mistakes each day. I see them struggle, I see them fight, and I smile cause I know they'll be alright. They'll burn some meals, they'll cry some nights. They'll doubt themselves, but they'll hold on tight. One day they'll look back just like we do, realize they never really had a clue. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First love, first loss, first dreams that fade. But the best things in life don't come pre-made. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. Figuring it out. I still remember that rainy day. Shelter lights, a quiet gaze. You were small, a little shy, but something in you caught my eye. I bent down, you wagged your tail, like you'd been waiting here a while. Signed the papers, took you home. Since that day, I've never been alone. No words were spoken, but I just knew you were meant for me, I was meant for you. Through every storm, through every sky, you've been my heart, my reason why. Just me and you, side by side, down old dirt roads where memories hide. Every step, every mile, you make this old heart smile through the seasons, thick and thin. You remind me where love begins. Mornings start with your warm embrace. Coffee brews, you take your place. By my feet or by the door, like you've done 1,000 times before. Through the years, we've walked this town, watched the leaves fall to the ground. Winter snow, the summer heat. Through it all, you stayed with me. No words are needed, but I just know you were meant for me. I was meant for you. Through every tear, through every laugh, you remind me where love lasts. Just me and you, side by side, down old dirt roads where memories hide. Every step, every mile, you make this old heart smile through the seasons, thick and thin. You remind me where love begins. Do you remember the creek we found? You jumped right in, splashing around. I sat and laughed, forgot my years. In that moment, lost all my fears. And when the nights felt long and cold, your steady breath, a hand to hold. No one else, just you and me. A love so strong, it set me free. Just me and you, taking our time through the hills where the daisies climb. Every step, every mile, you make this old heart. We were just kids, didn't know much. Thought love was easy, thought luck was enough. One bedroom place with a leaky old sink. Paid rent late, but we made it, I think. Burnt the first meal, laughed till we cried. Slept on a mattress with no frame inside. Didn't have much, but we sure had dreams. Didn't know where we were going, but we had everything. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First jobs, first fights, first sleepless nights. Two hearts holding on tight. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. Then came the news, a baby on the way. Lord knows we weren't ready that day. Painted the room, put the crib up wrong. Turned our little world into a love song. Rocked her to sleep on those long, long nights. Fell asleep standing in the nursery light. She cried, we cried, but we made it through. Didn't have all the answers, but somehow we knew. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First steps, first words, first heartache too. Nothing in the world could teach us what to do. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. We had dreams bigger than a two-lane town, but somehow life had other plans we found. Turns out the journey was the sweetest part. Not the money, not the map, just the love in our hearts. Now the kids are grown, they're finding their way, making their own mistakes each day. I see them struggle, I see them fight, and I smile cause I know they'll be alright. They'll burn some meals, they'll cry some nights, they'll doubt themselves but they'll hold on tight. One day they'll look back just like we do and realize they never really had a clue. Figuring it out day by day, learning life the hard way. First love, first loss, first dreams that fade. But the best things in life don't come pre-made. Didn't have a plan, but we had love. Made mistakes, but never gave up. Looking back now, no room for doubt. We spent our years just figuring it out. Figuring it out.
The TV glow in a quiet room, another old film, another full moon. I sat alone, thoughts running deep, worn out chair, no one to speak. Then I felt it soft and light, a gentle tap in the silent night. Turned my head, saw your eyes shine, like you were saying, I'm still by your side. And oh, the way you understood, no words needed, but you always could. When the world had gone, when no one stayed, you were there, you never strayed. Through the long nights, through the tears, through the empty, quiet years, every time I lost my way, you were there, you made me stay. When my heart felt worn and cold, you brought back the love I hold. Through the dark, through the air, I turned around, you were there. The house was messy, papers stacked, dishes piled, curtains cracked. Felt like life had left behind nothing but dust and faded time. Then I saw you waiting near, eyes so soft, full of cheer. You nudged my hand, led me through, said, come on now, let's start anew. And oh, the way you lifted me, a little push, a silent plea. So I picked it up, cleaned it bright, filled the space with golden light. Through the long nights, through the tears, through the empty, quiet years, every time I lost my way, you were there, you made me stay. When my heart felt worn and cold, you brought back the love I hold. Through the dark, through the air, I turned around, you were there. Movie nights and midnight talks, your tail wagging as we walk. Every moment, big or small, you made this house feel like it's full. And if someday you have to go, know your love will always glow. Through every memory, every stare, I'll close my eyes, you'll be there. Through the long nights, through the years, through the laughter, through the fears, every time life felt unfair, you reminded me you cared. When the house felt like a mess, you brought love into the emptiness. Through the dark, through the air, I turned around, you were there. So I'll sit here one more time, put on that movie we both liked. And though the years keep moving on, your love's the thing that kept me strong. the old cafe, same corner booth where we used to stay. He stirred his coffee, gave me a grin, said, "Man, how you been? Where do I begin?" I laughed and said, "Well, life's been a ride, still trying to keep my woman satisfied." He shook his head, took a sip, leaned back, said, "Ain't that the truth, man? I hear that." We've been talking about women since way back when, trying to figure them out, but we still pretend they know what we're thinking before we do. They read our minds, we ain't got a clue. From first dates to wedding rings to yes dear and don't say that thing. We don't know much, but one thing's true, they'll always be 10 steps ahead of me and you. Joe said, "Remember back in high school days, we thought we were smooth, but man, no way. Tried pickup lines that fell real flat, got a roll of the eyes and a knot like that. Now here we are, years gone by, still holding doors, still trying to get it right. One wrong word, you're sleeping on the couch, man, I swear they got it figured out." We've been talking about women since way back when, trying to figure them out, but we still pretend they know what we're thinking before we do. They read our minds, we ain't got a clue. From first dates to wedding rings to yes dear and don't say that thing. We don't know much, but one thing's true, they'll always be 10 steps ahead of me and you. I just don't get how I can be wrong when I ain't even spoke yet. I laughed so hard, nearly spilled my drink. Said, "Buddy, that's just how they think." At the end of the day, we got no regrets. They keep us sharp, they keep us in check. Wouldn't trade them, wouldn't change a thing, even when they make us dance to their strings. So we raised our cups, gave a little toast to the ones who love us, confuse us the most. One thing's sure, one thing's real, they run the show and we just steer. We've been talking about women since way back when, trying to figure them out, but we still pretend they know what we're thinking before we do. They read our minds, we ain't got a clue. From first dates to wedding rings to yes dear and don't say that thing. We don't know much, but one thing's true, they'll always be 10 steps ahead of me and you. Joel at the corner store, hadn't seen him in a year or more. He said, "Well now, ain't this a sight?" I laughed, guess old habits never die. We shook his head, said, "Let's take a seat. You know where the coffee's sweet." So we walked on down to that little cafe where we used to sit and talk all day. That cup of coffee, hot and strong, where we saw the world and got it all wrong. Shared some dreams, spilled some fears, talked about life for 30 years. That same old booze, same old view, same old stories, but man, they're true. Life's gone fast, but some things stay, like that cup of coffee in yesterday. Remember old Sally who ran this place? She'd top off our cups with a knowing face. I always said, "Boys, you sure can talk, but your coffee gets cold while you stir and plot." Talk about the jobs we loved and lost, the cars we fixed, the lines we crossed, the girls
taste, the ones we wed, the things we should have done but did instead. That cup of coffee, hot and strong, where we solved the world and got it all wrong. Shared some dreams, spilled some fears, talked about life for 30 years. That same old booth, same old view, same old stories, but man, they're true. Life's gone fast, but some things stay, like that cup of coffee in yesterday. Yeah, we sat there lost in time, sipping slow like days gone by. We used to drink it black and bold, now we add cream 'cause we're getting old. Now the place is quiet, not like before. New folks walking through the door. Sally's gone, but her daughter's here. She smiled and said, still taking it clear. I looked at Joe, he gave a sigh, said, man, these years sure do fly. But as long as I got this friend of mine, this coffee still tastes just fine. That cup of coffee, hot and strong, where we solved the world and got it all wrong. Shared some dreams, spilled some fears, talked about life for 30 years. That same old booth, same old view, same old stories, but man, they're true. Life's gone fast, but some things stay, like that cup of coffee in yesterday. Jim on a Saturday night, same old bar, same neon light. He slid me a beer, gave a crooked grin, said, man, you won't believe what I just found again. Pulled out a picture, faded and torn, two wild fools in a rusted out Ford. I laughed so hard, nearly spilled my drink. Said, buddy, we were dumber than we used to think. Remember when we thought we could fly? Jumped off the barn, but the haystack was dry. Took Dad's truck for a midnight run, got stuck in the mud before the night was done. Sneaking into fairs, losing our bets, dancing so bad we got laughed off the steps. Yeah, life's gone fast, but one thing's clear, we were legends round here. Jim said, man, you recall that night when we swore we'd fish till the morning light? Boat sprang a leak, started sinking fast, but we still swore we'd out fish the rest. Or that time we built that backyard ramp, swore we'd land like Evel Knievel champ. Took off fast, felt the thrill till we both wiped out and rolled downhill. Remember when we thought we could fly? Jumped off the barn, but the haystack was dry. Took Dad's truck for a midnight run, got stuck in the mud before the night was done. Sneaking into fairs, losing our bets, dancing so bad we got laughed off the steps. Yeah, life's gone fast, but one thing's clear, we were legends round here. We ain't as quick, but we still can tell the stories that made our mamas yell. And though we creak when we rise from a chair, the memories still move like we were there. Now we sit here laughing away, two old fools with silver and gray. Might not climb barns or race down streets, but we still got stories that can't be beat. So we raise a glass, toast to the past. Ain't going nowhere, but we're having a blast. And if the young ones ask, we'll say it true, we were wild once, just like you. Remember when we thought we could fly? Jumped off the barn, but the haystack was dry. Took Dad's truck for a midnight ride. back in the mud before the night was done. Sneaking into fairs, losing our bets, dancing so bad we got laughed off the steps. Yeah, life's gone fast, but one thing's clear: we were legends round here.
Standing by the punch bowl trying to behave, wearing this suit that my wife made me shave. Then I saw that walk, slow but wide, cowboy hat, red tie, and that wild northern pride. He grinned, said, well, I'll be damned. Didn't think I'd see you looking like a businessman. I laughed and said, don't get used to the view, but look at us now, our kids said I do. Two proud dads in suit and boots, from different skies but the same old roots. Texas heat and that northern snow, raising kids, then letting go. We wiped our eyes, then hit the floor, showed those young ones how we danced before. Yeah, time flew by, but the bond still suits. Two old fools in suit and boots. Swap stories near the open bar. He said, your boy's got your stubborn heart. I said, your girl walks just like you do, but don't worry, they'll make it through. Then we toasted to the years we missed, to brothers we buried, to fists we kissed. We'd seen some fights, we'd burned some miles, but somehow we still wore that same old smile. Two proud dads in suit and boots, tamed by love, still a little loose. He wore denim under his dress coat, I had spurs clinking under my oath. They played a waltz, we raised our glass to a friendship too old to outlast. Yeah, the years may wrinkle the truth, but not two fools in suit and boots. We don't talk much, don't send cards, but when life calls, we show up hard. And when the music's soft and lights are low, you find out who still knows your soul. Two proud dads in suit and boots, proof that real bonds don't need roots. From maple leaves to lone star skies, we stood tall when the moment cried. We hugged it out like brothers do, said see you soon, and meant it too. Yeah, nothing fancy, nothing new, just old friends in suit and boots. He showed up at his place with a busted old bag, said don't hug me, just point to the beer I can snag. He rolled his eyes, said you ain't changed a bit. I said you got soft or just well lit. His fridge had kale, his couch looked staged. I said, you living in a catalog page? He said, you still think gravy is a food group? I said, you still apologize when you tie your boot? Texas came north and brought trouble. I talk loud, he talks subtle. He eats clean, I grill grease. He drives smooth, I bring the beast. But we crack a cold one, fire up the game, roast each other, forget the shame. No deep talks, just nods and guts. And Texas came north and shook things up. He's got candles burning in the guest room suite. I said, you sure this ain't an Airbnb? He drinks green tea with oat milk foam. I cracked a beer and said, you changed, bro. But when the tunes came on from 95, we both lost it, came alive, sang every word to Garth and straight. He said, damn, we still sound third rate. Texas came north and made a scene. Boots on hardwood, meat in between. He's got manners, I've got drawl. He sips whiskey, I pour it all. But we shoot it straight, throw in some shade, laugh like boys that never aged. No therapy, no deep stuff. Texas came north and called his bluff. We don't do hugs, but we show up. We don't talk feelings, just talk stuff. He's my brother in a different town, same kind of dog, just northern ground. But Texas came north and raised some hell. No tourist here, I know him well. We fight, we eat, we fix the world, then forget what we said, blame the swirl. Two stubborn fools who made it through with different boots, but the same damn view. Ain't gotta say much to mean enough. Texas came north and brought the good kind of rough. And brought the good kind of rough. Met you back in '74, Little League and muddy floors. You struck out, I laughed so hard I snorted. We learned to cuss, learned to fight, drove around half the night, trying to look cool in a Ford we barely afforded. You married Lisa, I dated her cousin. We both swore we were done drinking, ain't that something? Ain't much change, we still talk the same. Still complain about the weather and the price of propane. Still meet at Lou's for eggs and lies. Still call each other out when one of us cries. You've been my right hand, my built-in brother. Wouldn't trade those years for any other. We're older now, but somehow still deranged. Hell, look at us, ain't much changed. You lost your dad, I lost my job. We sat in silence, then blamed the mob. 'Cause feelings are hard, but jokes come easy. You taught your boy to cast a line, I taught mine how to steal your shine. Then we both watched him leave like it was nothing. You cried once when your dog died, but told folks your allergies just got wild outside. Ain't much change, we still bicker and boast. Still say we're just fine when we ain't even close. Still bring up high school like it's the news. Still argue who won that game we both did lose.
still cover, 'cause that's just our beat. We ain't the sentimental kind, but every once in a while we rewind. Ain't much changed, we still sit and laugh, still roast each other on behalf of the past. Still shake our heads at the youth these days like we weren't barefoot idiots, just the same. You're my compass, my late night call, the one I know who's seen it all. If I go first, save me a stool at the range. But till then, my friend, ain't much change. Still ugly, still stubborn, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Met him back in '83 on a ranch in Idaho. I was fresh from Texas heat, he came down from the snow. We worked the land, we drank like kings, sang Springsteen songs with busted strings. Said one day we'll meet up again. Well, now it's been about 40 since then. Last week my phone lit up real late. It was him laughing, said, "Mate, don't wait. I'm flying in with boots and pride. Make room, Texas, Canada's arrived." And just like that, North met South. Old stories flew, new drinks went down. He brought maple whiskey, I had Lone Star beer. We picked up right where we left that year. Different flags, same kind of soul. Two cowboys aged, but hearts still bold. Yeah, the hair was gray, but the laughs were loud. When North met South again, oh wow. We hit the dance hall like it was ours. Two-step stiff, I said, "You need hours." He said, "These hips were made for snow." I said, "In Texas, we let the rhythm flow." We barbecued and swapped old lies about the girls, the fights, and almost dies. Then he said, "You ever think we last?" I said, "Hell no, but I'm glad we passed." And just like that, North met South. Same loud mouths, same wrong routes. We made the waitress roll her eyes, still flirting like we were 25. Different slang, same cowboy code. Two saddle-worn men on a country road. Yeah, the miles were long, but the bond was proud. When North met South again, oh wow. It ain't the place, it's the friend you keep, the kind who laughs when you fall asleep, who knows your ghosts, your wins, your flaws, and still shows up just because. And just like that, North met South. One said A, the other said yowl out loud. We raised our cups to the years gone by and promised not to let more fly. Same old boots, different land, but brotherhood don't need a plan. Yeah, we age like whiskey, slow and proud. When North met South again, oh wow. We had 5 folks, 1 bathroom stall, and every single towel was 2 feet tall. My sister hogged a mirror like it paid her rent, and the hot water bill was heaven sent. Dad's recliner had its own zip code, and the couch was missing half its load. Mama could cook, but Lord, she'd yell, "Who microwaved a fork again?" Oh well. Yeah, the house was loud, but the love was louder. We had burnt toast, duct tape, and 0 powder. We didn't have much, but we sure had laughs, and a chore chart held up with bubble bath. We slammed them doors, we hollered and cried, but somehow we always stood side by side. If I'm tough and kind, it's 'cause I was raised where the house was loud and love was louder. I learned to drive in a field out back, with Dad yelling brake while eating a snack. We fixed the roof with a tarp and hope, and made rope swings out of Grandma's rope. Had a dog named Tank who feared balloons, and a fridge that played its own sad tunes. We ate off plates with chips and cracks, but the stories we told, no price on that. We fought over TV and who got the last role, but when it got real, we shared one soul. I wore my brother's hand-me-down shoes, and Mama's hugs cured more than the news. It wasn't clean and it wasn't calm, but it built a man with steady palms, with grit in his gut and jokes in his jaw, who still calls home just because. Yeah, the house was loud, but the love was louder. We had bedtime fights and 2 shower hours. We passed down scars like they were gold, and kept all the secrets Mama never told. We threw mashed potatoes and made amends, and never let go of family or friends. I count my blessings like childhood chowder. That house was loud, but love way louder. So when folks ask what made me tough, I say it wasn't boot camp, it was breakfast with 4 siblings, 1 toaster, and a dream. I learned to drive in a cornfield rut with my old man screaming, "Don't hit the truck." He had a Mountain Dew and nerves of steel, while I gripped that wheel like a Navy SEAL. I learned to shave with a butter knife, and to never lie unless it's to your wife. Just joking. Grandpa taught poker with the deck all bent, said read the room, not just what's spent. Yeah, they taught me like that, a little rough, a little wild, with a wink in their eye and a hand on the dial. Didn't use books, didn't quote no saint, but they showed me how to fix it with grit and paint. How to own your words, shake a hand firm and flat. They didn't say much, but Lord, they taught me like that. Uncle Ray said real men cook and clean right before he lit the grill with gasoline. Mama showed me grace with a wooden spoon, and how to dance offbeat in a living room. I learned heartbreak in the school of hard knocks, and how to fight fair with hand-me-down socks. How to fold a flag and stand up tall and say I was wrong without feeling small. They didn't have much, but they gave me gold in the way they lived and the
tape covers most bad pics. How to laugh at yourself and mean it too. How to stay when it's easier to be through. To cry in private but never lie. And if you love someone, show it or try. Yeah, they talking like that, boots on, chin up, with more love and silence than 1,000 hugs. Didn't have plaques or letters or fame, but they knew how to lose without feeling shame. How to hold your ground, tip your hat, and lead with honor. Yeah, they taught me like that. No classroom, no diploma, just a driveway, a busted truck, and a whole lot of love that taught me everything I needed to know. I showed up late with 2 left boots. Got dumped on a Tuesday, lost my suit. Boss said, son, you ain't got no grace. I said, that's fine, I brought snacks and faith. My rent's unpaid, my fridge is bare, but I got cold beans and a folding chair. You can't kill joy with bills and shame, 'cause I play Uno with wild cards and no shame. I got friends in low places where the wine is boxed and we make weird faces. We laugh so loud the hurt runs scared. Ain't got much, but we always share. From garage bands to couch case races, we turn bad luck into high-five graces. So if you're down, just join our squad. Down here with the odds, yeah, we ride high from rock bottom. My truck broke down, so I ride a goat. Named her Dolly and she sure can glow. Got dreams big as my cousin's van. We're rich in spirit and pizza pans. So call me broke, call me wild, but my heart's a jukebox and my soul's a child. You want Gucci, that's okay. We got glitter boots from a yard sale tray. Don't need approval, don't need a crown. We're legends built from hand-me-downs. Life's messy, loud, and halfway clean, but we scrub our joy with elbow grease. Yeah, I got friends in low places where the love runs deep and heals the phases. We don't fake smiles, we toast to flaws and dance like outlaws just because. So if your world feels cracked or rotten, come ride with us. Yeah, we ain't forgotten. We rise, we howl from rock bottom. Who needs champagne when you've got sass, chili, and a dream?
You ever wait by the phone and it don't ring?
You ever give your all and lose everything? You think you've said too little, maybe too late. But time has a funny way of settling the weight. You ever hold back words till they ache in your chest? Ever wonder if silence was what hurt the best? I've seen bridges burn, but I've watched them rebuild. Not with speed, but with whim. So why we always chase the quick fix? Ain't some things built slow that truly stick? You ever watch your child walk away and pray they'll come back someday? Regret don't mean the story's done, and distance don't mean love is gone. If you hold on without coming unbound, it'll come around. It'll come around. I miss birthdays, games, and graduations too. Didn't always know what a father should do, but I showed up with a heart that learned that forgiveness ain't something you earn. It's returned. It's returned. Ever feel like time moved on without you near? Then learn that healing don't rush, but it does appear. We think fast is fixing, but slow means it's real. You can't force a wound to heal. So why we act like wait is weak? Ain't holding all the strength we seek. And you ever write a letter, tear it in half, and laugh through the tears at your own past? Sometimes love takes the long way back through quiet roads and faith-filled tracks. If you're still there, feet on the ground, it'll come around. Yeah, it'll come around. Can you trust a door that ain't yet open? Can you live with words left unspoken? What if patience is love in disguise? Wearing no mask, telling no lies. So tell me, what's the rush worth now? Ain't peace worth the time somehow? You ever see a grandchild smile and know waiting was worth every mile? Some things you just can't chase down. They come when you're still not proud. The years have crept up slow and sure. Bones don't move like they did bit before. Doctor said, take it slow, get some rest. But my heart still beats in my old friend's chest. He stands by the door, leash in his mouth, waiting for runs we don't take now. I see the question in his lies. Why don't we chase the morning sky? And oh, how time can steal our days, turn fast feet into slow delays. But love don't break, love don't fade. I had to find another way. So So I brought you a friend, a little one, young and wild, full of sun, to run the fields, to chase the wind, to give you joy, to help you mend. I can't keep up like I used to do, but love still runs through me and you. A bigger home, a bigger heart, a bigger family from the start. I watched you sniff, a little unsure, a pup so small on our old wood floor. Then his tail wagged, so did yours, like you'd been waiting for this before. He pulled your ears, he stole your bone, made himself right at home. For the first time in a long, long while, I saw you run, I saw you smile. And oh, how life can change so fast, but love will always make it last. I can't give you what I gave before, but now there's love, a little more. So I brought you a friend, a little one, young and wild, full of sun, to run the fields, to chase the wind, to give you joy, to help you mend. I can't keep up like I used to do, but love still runs through me and you. A bigger home, a bigger heart, a bigger family from the start. So go ahead, play and roam. This is your house, this is